Somebody say amen.
Amen.
Definitely. Okay. Promises to be an exciting one. I mean, a few days ago, we celebrated the May Fest, which is known as the Workers' Day. Some call it Labor Day. We're going to be having a conversation centered around that this morning. Welcoming you to Spring Delight. My name is Ajibike and Johnny Ojo.
Yes, just as always, you know, Jibs will always represent the female gender by saying it's a beautiful morning.
Fair enough.
I say it's a delightful one because, you know, I don't want to say it's a handsome morning. It's not the usual. So welcome to Spring Delight on Western Spring Television. My name is Olufemi Alagbe. As I always tell you, I mean, it's going to be delightful today. So keep it locked on your screen. Let's have a wonderful time together. Good morning.
Okay, so next we're going to be going through the world of aerobics. This is where we let you exercise there at the comfort of your home. Hey, keeping fit is good business. It might not come easy, but eventually it is worth it. So we'll go for aerobics. Do well to be a part of it. And when we get back, we get into the business of today.
You know, as I always say, it's not just sitting on your screen and watching. Just pick up something, you know, Ajibs.
Pick the big one. You like the big one.
I like the big one. All right, let's go have some, you know, exercise and let's stretch the muscles. Stay with us.
All right, take it up. Yeah, remember we have to start our exercise with a basic stretching. And this is what we are doing now. You stretch, you don't just get up from your bed and you start exercising like that. That's wrong. You have to start with a basic stretching. And this is what we are doing now. All right, you go back to the other side. All right, let's push it out a bit. You don't force this. You can only take this to your maximum level. All right, let's go down a bit. All right, we take it up. We go down again. All right, let's take it up. All right, up. Your two hands up. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's stretch it out. 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 Out again. All right, up. All right, you go to your toes, and then you stretch it up. You stretch it up to the sky. All right, let's bring it down. Okay. All right, you hold your left leg this way. Hold it. Your left leg's up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, you change. Another 10 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, the leg from the back. All right, we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, to the other legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's stretch. We go to your right side. Now you push with all your power. You push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, to the other side now. Then I'll push it. You push, I push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, same exercise. This time around we push. And now we are taking our palm to the floor. And you look up. You look up and smile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, the same exercise from the other side. All right, the two hands by the side, out. Now your palm at the floor. You look up and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. All right, let's double it up. Let's double it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we go. Now, hey, clap there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, up. We go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's double it up again. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, up, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we got the last one. Faster, 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 faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, the last 10. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're bringing the knees up to your palm this way, the hand this way, then we're bringing our knees to the palm, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's double it up again. Faster, 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 faster. Faster, 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 faster. Faster. All right, okay. All right, now we go from the side. All right, let's go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Join us. You can join us in doing this. Keep fit is good for everyone. It's for me and you. We are doing this for the love we have for our body. Let's cut down a bit. All right, you are bringing your hand forward and back to the center. All right, ready? You stand on your toes. All right, here we go. 1, 2. We are not clapping. You don't clap there. You don't clap. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. All right, change your legs. Your hand this way. All right, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, you change your legs again and get the last 10 there. Keep fit. On Spring Delight. Let's do it again. Good morning. All right. Are you ready? All right, 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, the two hands up this way. Okay, right there, we're bringing our knees to your elbow. The knees and the elbows together. Can you see my own? The knees and the elbows together. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right, the two hands up. All right, you stand on the balls of your toes to the sky. Up higher. All right, side. Let's bring it down. All right, we go down a bit. The hands up. So now we are bringing elbows down to the knees. Can you see this? Are we ready? All right, let's take it up again. We are starting from your right. From your right. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. 1. You come back to the center and to the other side. Side, center, side, center, side, center, side, center, side, center. All right, now we can just stand. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, and then 10 and 10. Okay, let's bring it down a bit. Let's bring it down, let's bring it down, let's bring it down, let's bring it down. The hand forward.
Okay, welcome back. The program is Spring Delight on Western Spring Television, channel 190 DTT. And once again, happy new month. Okay, a few days ago, a day before yesterday, we celebrated the Labor Day in Nigeria and internationally. And that's about that. Yes, it is Workers' Day. And that about that is bringing us to having our guest seated today. So that we can talk about the significance of Workers' Day and what it implies to a whole lot of us. Femi.
Yes, that means we are still in the spirit of Workers' Day. You know, we're still going to come into that when we start the discussion and talk about it in details. But actually, workers cannot, the influence and the impact of workers, dignified workers cannot be overemphasized.
Fair
and
enough.
That's why we are leveraging on that, because that's 3 days ago. Today is May the 3rd, but on May 1st, every year we get to commemorate and talk about the significance of how workers are impacting the society and contributing their own quota to making the society a better place. So if you're a worker out there, we're here today to talk about you and to celebrate you. And that's why you have to stay glued to your screen. Let's have this conversation together.
Definitely. So stay glued to your screen, because it is about that time where we get to appreciate everything that we do as a worker. We are workers too.
In fact,
we are on the
a
job.
dignified one, and I'm proud of that.
Definitely. And that brings us to our very special guest for this morning. Very well. We have the wife of the Osun State Governor, Ambassador Ngozi Erelu Adeleke. Good morning, Mama.
Good morning.
It's so good to have you.
Osun State. Good morning, Nigeria.
Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you.
You don't want to welcome her.
Well, I was waiting for let's do it the ladies' way first.
Okay.
Before when you've done the welcome.
Please welcome the wife of the governor.
You're welcome, Your Excellency, ma'am.
Thank you very much,
And
Femi.
it's a delight, just on Spring Delights, to have you on the show today.
My pleasure.
She has a way of rocking. She has a way of repping us when she comes in today. She's repping our green color. You look very beautiful, Mama.
Thank you.
Now, Workers' Day. I just want to throw this directly at you. I don't want you to see from the part of the wife of the governor, but you as a person, what does Workers' Day mean to you?
Thank you. Like you said, I don't have to see Workers' Days from the perspective of the wife of governor. Remember, I've been a worker in the past. And for me, during the time I used to work in the bank,
Okay.
I look forward, we workers now, we love holidays,
Definitely.
whether it's 1 day or 2 days. Those May 1st in those days was one of the days I personally look forward to, that I can enjoy myself, have a little time for me and my family as a worker, time off. Okay. For me, Workers' Day is a very good day to celebrate laborers, workers in the local government, in the state, and in the nation, the whole world at large. Because you know what? If we don't celebrate our workers,
Okay.
they're the brain boss, they're the backbone, they're the engine of every state and every nation. Without them, I don't think
You're not functioning.
nothing will function. Say, for example, in this state, government comes, government goes. But you still meet
Workers remain.
the same workers will remain there, the same civil servants. Do you understand?
Yes, please.
Well, no matter the political party you're coming from, as a government, You still come, you meet the same civil servant. When you leave, they're there. That the one holding
the fort.
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And that the one generating whichever revenue you have, that the ones working it out. And for me, these are the people, you know, making all these things work. Why not?
Fair enough.
Is a nice thing to celebrate them, and celebrate them very well, not like celebrating them with just word of mouth.
Okay.
Do you understand? Whatever you promise, put it into practice, into action. That's my own celebration for workers, especially workers in Osun State.
Now, there we go.
Today, I'm very glad, I'm happy that my husband, Senator Demola Justin Nuruddin Adeleke, the governor of Osun State, has made me proud, has made Osun State proud, has made the family proud, has made himself very proud, that he takes everything about the civil servants, everything about the Osun workers to heart, just as he deals with issues that affect the youths with keen interest. That's what makes me much happier about it. As I'm sitting down here today, I'm celebrating Osun workers across the group, and I'm also celebrating my husband. You know what?
Of course.
This month is his birthday.
Okay.
13th of May.
Okay.
And I'm also here to celebrate him.
In Adeleke,
our
Excellency.
Performing governor, my loving husband, the Olowo Orimi,
Okay.
my one and only baby. I celebrate him because he has tremendously made me proud, made the family proud, made Osun State proud in all ramifications. You know, people underrated him at the beginning, but now, see, what God cannot do, it does not exist.
All right, now, you know, Ajibike said you should talk about the importance of workers as a person, not as the wife of the governor. Now, but we can sideline the fact that you are the wife of the governor.
Definitely.
Now, I am coming in your office now. Now, how can you say in Osun State, how have you seen the value of workers in Osun State, and how important are they to you now as the wife of the governor? I want you to mention that, and also, I mean, commemorate with them, express your gratitude to how far, if you see that they are very impactful in the state, then express your, like, show your, I mean, commemorate with them.
Osun State workers, for me, should be the number one. Do you understand?
Okay.
Because they have so much supported Imole. They have so much worked hard. For my husband to, did you listen to his speech?
Yes.
You heard all the things he rolled out for Osun workers. For Christ's sake, if they have not done well, it wouldn't be what you've seen. And I'm here today because as at that first, I was on my way coming back from my Easter holidays. That's why I made it possible to be, I made it point of duty to be here today, because I must support my husband. I must join my husband in commending Osun workers.
Definitely.
They have done tremendously well. Our Osun workers, you guys are the best. I want to say they are the best because they have not given the government of Senator Demola Justin Nuruddin Adeleke any one problem. They have been on point, they have been there, they have done, in fact, they deserve the best. And I quite appreciate you all. And I say, as you are good to Osun State, as you are doing your best, doing your work, you will never be found wanting in Jesus' name.
I say big amen to that.
God Almighty will meet you all at your points of need in Jesus' name.
Say amen.
All right,
to that.
before we continue on the issue of Easter, I just want to digress a bit. You know, you said you just came back from your Easter. I mean, talking about Workers' Day, rather. Let's diverge a bit into Easter. You just came back from your Easter break. How was Easter break for you, and what's your goodwill message to Christian folks out there?
No, before she answers that, I'm going to ask you this, because there's a particular question I asked people on the radio.
Okay.
I said, the Easter period, its significance. Are you supposed to be like on your high mood? So were you like on that high mood, like I am happy, this, like Jesus died and resurrected, or you in your low, on a sober mood, like No, this is just a
He died
reflective
for me,
mood for
just
me.
go.
What was that?
No, I was so high because if he didn't come to die for our sake, we will not be liberated. He died for us to be saved, right? So we have to be happy.
It was a happy
For
one
me,
for you.
all Easter period is a happy moment.
Okay.
It's a happy
Okay.
because he died to save us. And that's why today we are saved. Pour that blood, the blood of Jesus for me and you. Why not? Why won't I be in a high spirit?
Not a sober
That
mood.
is not a sober.
Okay.
For me and my family, I thank God it wasn't a sober mood for us.
Okay, so how was the Easter?
So how was the
I
holiday?
have every cause to thank God. I have every cause to glorify God that we went, we rested, we jubilated, we celebrated Easter in high spirit with families abroad, and God Almighty brought us back home safely.
Thank God
We
for that.
thank God.
Okay, Excellency, I'm looking through my phone right now, and the theme for this year is reclaiming the civic space in the midst of economic hardship. I mean, it has gotten to an extent where, I mean, in the course of the week last month, we had people who put in their money into some Ponzi schemes just to double and, you know, make more money. And there is nothing going on other than the fact that there is hardship in town. People are feeling it. Now, what do we do? How did we get here? And what can we do to make our workers more stable and more focused and more, how am I going to put it, intentional about their job and probably, you know, not deviating into things that really do not matter?
Like I said at the beginning,
A deep breath.
what you do, any government, starting from local government to the state level to the national, will do to make our workers to be stable, like you said, to be dedicated to their work, is we know there's a lot of hardship everywhere. They did not create that hardship. Look into their affairs. Look into the nature of every worker.
Who are the people looking right now?
I mean the government.
Yes, please.
Our governors, our leaders, presidents, senates, all of it. Find a way of making them a bit comfortable. Even this minimum wage of 70,000, you and I know that you can't go to market with 70,000. Can you? Just
fair enough.
a week.
Fair enough.
For a week.
True.
So what are we saying? Find a way of making them a bit comfortable. That's what will make them wake up in the morning. They feel very happy within themselves to that trying. The team says in the midst of everything happening, we still have to be resilient. What is it that will make them to feel like giving in their best at wake up in the morning, jump out of their bed, dress up and go to that work? Incentives. Do you understand?
Yes, please.
Look for other incentives to help, even when we say we are paying minimum wage of 70,000, which you and I know cannot
it's barely enough.
be enough. But find other ways of helping, other incentives
around,
like some government pay palliatives, some government give them buses to help, at least to help them in transportation.
Yes,
Look
true.
into the things you can do to help, to ease their burdens. That's what I'm saying. That's what I see in all of it. You're paying minimum wage of 70,000, which is not enough, but fine. If it is a palliative, if it is other incentives,
definitely
helping them how to come to this work easily and go home easily, provide them buses. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
This will make take-homes
that
enough.
will make them feel wanted, make them feel important, make them feel appreciated. Little appreciation goes a long way in the life of every human being.
Fair enough.
That's what it, for me, I think it is.
All right, now coming, I can see that you're already giving us some solutions to some of the questions I really want to ask. However, now with the current state, now you know that this thing has, Celebration of Workers Day has started since the 1880s.
Yes.
That's just to commemorate the struggles of workers. And it's like every year, workers come out to lament. We want this, we want that. Yeah, it's hard to find a year when workers will come out on Workers' Day just to rejoice and jubilate that government, we are contented with what you're doing. My first question is, how do you see the welfare of workers? How satisfied do you think is the welfareism of workers, particularly now, categorically in Osun State?
For me, in Osun State, under the dispensation of Senator Ademola Jackson, Nuruddin Adeleke, my loving husband, I can categorically tell you that the workers here are happy with him. Their scheme, everything that surrounds them, everything that has to do with the work, because they could see it, they could feel it, they know that Imole meant well for them. And as he's saying it, he's saying them, he's doing it. One after the other, slowly but surely. They have confidence, and me too. That's why when I started, I told you, he has made me proud. I'm very proud because I could see all the things he lined up, even during his speech. I saw all the things because I came in and read it. All the things he lined up for not only the workers that are working, even the pensioners. Even the pensioners. Remember when he came on board, there were a lot of backlog salaries, backlog pensions that were not paid. He's clearing the pension, he's clearing all the backlog salaries that were left on ground from the previous government. He's not only paying that, he's paying his own salaries really justly, as I went through. He does not owe them even a month's salary. You know, before we came on board, what the workers here used to was half pay. There's something they used to call it. Afusa or whatever. Yes, which means half salary. But starting from the beginning of Imole dispensation, Afusa is a forgotten alternative. Do you understand?
Yes.
He doesn't only pay the workers of today, he pays the pensioners. I was in my office one day, pensioners calling that they want to be part of me. They want to come and show appreciation for all what my husband has done for them. Do you understand? That they want me to come and become their matron because they are happy. In fact, I didn't know. They were the ones telling me all the things the governor has done for them. And they're glad, they're happy. They want to identify with me. They want me to be their matron. And I was watching, I was like, wow, those old people. Do you understand?
Yes, please.
And when I say my husband has made me proud, I can't, if you want me to sit here and keep
saying it all,
I can go on and on and on. But hey, this guy has tried. He has made us proud.
All right.
I know that's why you're smiling, because you know your governor is a performing governor.
All right. Now, I like the part where you said the pensioners wanted to make you a matron. Now, coming to the female gender, I will be the one to ask you that question.
Why?
How? Because I know that if you ask the question, it will look somehow
biased.
Okay. So let me be the one to throw it to Her Excellency.
Okay.
Now, how can women? Now you've said the workers in Osun State are really doing the best, and the governor on his own part also is responding to ensure that their welfare is catered for. Now, as the wife of the governor, Your Excellency, ma'am, how can the women now categorically contribute more to the development of the economy in Osun State? Because we can say that we have gotten to the highest peak now.
No, there's still more room for improvement. But talking about women, you know, generally women are into buying and selling. And market women, especially the small scale businesses,
the traders
contribute the larger portion of whether the country or state IDR. Do you understand?
Yes, please.
So for how they can contribute is boosting up their business. And that brought me to the reason why I organize SME training for my women.
Can you expatiate on that?
Yes. The SME training I did, and I'm still going to do in few months because it's coming in batches. We just did the first batch. It's about training women from 15 years to 35 years that are into small scale businesses, training them on how to, the things, tips,
acquiring
skills, giving them the skills on what they will do to boost their businesses. Do you understand?
Okay.
How to handle their business, how to calculate their income, because most of them, they keep buying, selling, doing things. They don't know how to calculate their income, making sure if this business is paying off, is doing well or not. So we gave them that training on how to manage their business, how to even manage their customers, how to draw customers to themselves, how to talk to their customers, knowing fully well that customers are the reason why they open shop. Telling them, making them understand that customer does no wrong. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because a customer,
so it's kind of like a seminar to orientate
it was a seminar, it was a real training. Making them to understand that a customer you treated well today will go out and bring other relatives, friends to your shop for you. Do you understand?
Yes,
it cuts across both, whether you're doing buying and selling or you're rendering services, maybe the people that run salon and stuff, what is it called? Tailors and so on.
Yeah, bakers and the likes of them.
Or everybody.
Yeah.
Together.
I want to throw this to you. I'm sorry to cut you short there.
Okay.
Do you think women are involved enough in working in day-to-day activities? I mean, we understand when you are a woman, a lot of times women are limited, you know. So I want to ask you personally, do you think women are forefront involved enough as being workers, as being business-oriented people, or some are still laid back just because we are women?
Women are involved now.
Okay.
It's in the past that women used to stay back, lay back,
okay,
lay about, cater for only children. Even the husbands that have understood it, that a woman got to work to support you.
Okay.
So I can tell you categorically, women are getting involved in businesses more now. I'm the one telling you.
Okay.
Yes, because with the way the economy, the situation is going,
there is no room for me laying back.
room for laying back.
Okay.
I'm the one telling you.
What was it?
Everybody now,
okay,
all hands are on deck. You find out the father is working, the mother is working. Even their grown-up children are
being put to
helping.
use.
Like a woman that has shop, definitely the daughters will be helping, the children, even the boys will be helping in the shop.
Yes.
So everybody understands the situation now, that there's no room for laziness.
Okay.
Women are working.
It shows that women are now
getting well involved. Yes, that dutiful, that are well involved and well informed, that they need to support their husband. I'm telling you.
How was the turnout, and what are the criteria for bringing these people into this
the SME program?
Exactly. The
okay,
SME
the
program.
criteria number one is you have to be from age of 15 to 35.
Okay.
Because we focus on young people, the young minds, the young people. Then another criteria is that you will be into business. You have a business, you have an address, okay? You will be into one business, whether tailoring, buying and selling, or what have you. We must confirm your shop. You have a shop, you have a going business, because the idea was to grow your business. If you don't have, what we can do, and it doesn't stop at that training. We have people mentoring, because I have partners, people, Pan-Atlantic,
okay,
University partnered with us.
Okay.
So they have this program. It's only in Osun. They run it across all states.
Okay.
So at the end of the training, they do follow up. They do follow up to find a way to help them. Whether your office needs advertisement, they will help you.
Okay.
If your business needs registration, you need to grow from this small scale to
a larger
one. They will, even for free, they will register, do business incorporation for you for free. But they will work together with you. Look into your business. Find out exactly what your business needs to grow after the training. And they have been doing it. People have been calling me saying, they called us, come so please. They said they're coming to my office. They told me the training we had with Erelu, that the ones coming, that are coming, different, they're calling my aides. I say, okay, they should oblige them, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, they should tell us what they came to do, what they discuss with them. And it has been quite impressive that, as they told me after the training, they will come back one by one to their offices, to their shop. That's why we'll make sure you have existing address, existing office.
Yes.
Where when they choose to call you, visit you, they know. And as they are helping them to grow, they are giving grants to some. You know how grants works.
Yes.
They didn't dash you. Just for you to
run your business,
add to your business, turn it around and bring it back. So they will take and pay and give other people.
So meaning that there is, because I was going to ask that, is there an arrangement or a plan towards sustainability of this empowerment? Because most times, you know, we get to empower women, we get to empower young minds. But the thing is, when we empower them, we train them, give them the money or give them the grant anyhow, that's how a lot of persons get to forget about it. And there is no sustainable.
Like I told you, there's follow up.
Okay.
There's people, it's their job to follow through. They're following them up. But even when they give the grant, they can't give you grant and go and sleep, because the money you're yet to pay, you're still going to pay. So they will work together with you to make sure that this money, you turn it around the way it's supposed to be and be able to pay back, because it's when they get it back from you, they will be able to keep helping all others. No, it's a follow through. And after doing the first batch, we are about to go into the second batch, because we are supposed to do the 3 batches portion.
Okay. This is supposed to be this was the first edition.
Yes, the first edition we did it in all the 3 senatorial districts. We did one in Osogbo, did one in Ilesha, did one in Iwo. Now, when we start another batch, the same way. And in fact, we did some kind of evaluation of the training, and wow, the report we got, everybody, in fact, it was I was in my house when somebody called me. They held a different event somewhere, and some women that attended my SME training were like referring to the training they had, how it has helped them. And somebody was like, guess what? I like that you conducted an SME training for women. Event we held today, majority of them were like talking about it, that what they learned from the training from my SME has helped them boost their businesses. I was like, wow, to God be the glory. That's the result. Okay. That's the desired result we wanted, why we trained them. Because if their businesses are doing well, they will contribute to the economy of Osun State.
All right, ma'am, before Ajibike comes to ask you the next question, like how many persons were involved in this last, like just approximately, like how many women?
About 700.
Wow.
Yes, because it was about, more than that. It's 900, because it was 300 in each senatorial district.
And that is going to bring me to my next question. Okay. Well, I mean, as it progresses, do you expect the numbers to increase or to drop?
The next one we're going to do, we've already collated the people, because we do a lot of, we make sure we take our time to collate the people, to make sure you have shop, to make sure you fall within the age limit.
So there's a proper screening process.
Yes, yes, to make sure of all the parameters that we are working with.
Okay.
Because like I said, young minds, those are the people who are dealing with.
Targets.
Yes, that are our targets. So we've already collated, and it will baffle you to know, we have more than 1 million on our hands. But we don't intend to pack a whole lot in one space, because we want a situation everybody will understand. What it's not about crowd. It's about you. On the impact. You understand what you're being, what is going on. Do you understand? Because if it's about crowd, my dear, I told you, I can tell you we are even on the day, and each day you come to the hall, in the morning, it will be clustered with so many people that their names are not even in our schedule. But we try to stick to the schedule we have. Do you understand?
Yes, please.
In order not to create crowd, allow crowd into the hall.
So it's not looking about
the numbers. Quality. Because if we are looking for numbers, we won't even have people's name written down in the. So we use all those things to make sure we put control to get what we want, because we'll have our desired results. We have our eyes on the target, which is train the ones who can train, and we have it in batches. And after this year, by God's grace, next year we'll still train. So there's no point packing a whole lot of people, and there will be noise, there will be commotion everywhere. Majority of them might not even have seats, or might not be comfortable to understand what they're teaching them, because they have instructor instructing them and everything, teaching them, and it was fantastic.
All right, Matt, still talking on this SME program that you are handling. I remember when you were talking the other time, you said that there was a program organized and people were referring to that. Now, I want categorically now, how has been, aside that example you gave, how has been the feedback so far? And maybe you can relate to just one or two persons categorically who has maybe expanded his business or just started something as regards the first batch of the SME program we just had.
We are not talking about starting, because we made sure all of the candidates already have something
business
on ground. Okay. But when you talk about boosting their businesses, I can't count them. Majority of them have some that have access to me, they have talked to me. They say, Mama, that training, in fact, all of them are saying we recommend it for upcoming ones, people that have not taken the training, to please, and you're running your business, to please go and participate. Do you understand? If they went through that training and it's not helping them in their businesses, they will not they will not recommend it for. They will talk to me, they will talk to my aides, they say, please, that training, when next are you doing another one? I want to, because we are making sure if you've done it once, you cannot do it, because there's a names in the system. No, there's in the system, a computer, and when they put your name, it will show if you have done it before. So we always talk to the people that have done it, because of the sweetness of it. You know, human beings, they will want to but there's control. There's control. We are going to control it. That when they impute your name, if you have taken the training before, we want to make sure you can't come and occupy space for people that have not taken it. Do you understand? So we are on top of it. So, like you were asking, a lot of people that have access to me have told me and recommend that please, they want their relatives, friends that have not taken the training to please be part of it. Even husbands are calling me, telling me that training, Mama, is good though. When you're doing another one, tell me, sir, I can give you 2, 3, 4 people. If it's not good, people will not be, and people will not go on their own event and are referring to it. Do you understand? Yes. We have our own way of doing our own evaluation, and majority of those people that are visiting Pan Atlantic University have been visiting them, and they have been talking to me. Say, wow. And when they go to their offices, sit down with them, ask them questions, the report they're getting is very, very encouraging. That they're happy. Those my candidates are reporting well. Their businesses are improving and they're doing very well. Do you understand? Yes, please. You know, we human beings, if it didn't help us, they will say, we went there to go and waste our time, Jerry. We shot you, don't go again. Yeah. But they're the ones worrying us. Please, we have people. Yeah, we do. We want to refer. We have people. We want them to come and take the training. Do you understand? Yes, please. Everybody, in fact, all the people that they helped us gather, they call and say, when next are you doing this training? I need to bring in more people. When are you doing this? Calm down. The training, but by God's grace, we are arranging again the training. The second batch of the training will soon take place.
All right, Adeleke, you know what? I like the fact that this SME thing is, the important thing to me is it's a sustainable thing. Exactly, it's just beyond, we do it. And I like the fact where she said, it's not about the number. You know, there are some political jamborees sometimes where, okay, we did it for 1,500 people. Exactly. We did it for 2,000. Yes, and the effect is not actually exactly about, okay, this is the people we are doing it for. and it is well impacted.
I love the fact that there is a follow-up to whatever it says that has been given to you, you know, and grant that you just get to return it, not just one of those ones that you just obtain it and you just sit on it. This is very beautiful, Mama, and we are not done with you yet. Okay, she is working. The wife of the governor is working. Ambassador, Her Excellency Ambassador Ngozi Erelu Abeni Adeleke, she's doing very great for us here in the state, in Osun State, and that is our work. And it is our pride. And we are here. This is our work. This is our pride. What you do is your work and your pride. We want to go on a short break. I want to go for my work, my pride. And when we get back, we're going to be concluding this interview section with her.
On television, and it has been a delightful time of conversation with the wife of the governor of Osun State. James, has been the discussion?
It has been nothing but gainful.
You know, we've been talking about the workers and the impact the workers are having in the country, in particular in Osun State, and how the office of the wife of the governor, also how she has been contributing her own quota to empowering, specifically young women in the state. And we've been discussing how the SME program has actually been beneficial. And she mentioned that the last one just happened recently, and there are other badges still coming ahead, which we're still going to delve into and talk more on that.
Yeah, definitely. It has been a beautiful one. And, you know, this is something I kind of believe, like, you as a worker, you that you really, this is something that I believe every individual should tap into, in as much as we still got it. Thank you very much, Mama. We are enjoying every bit of this conversation. Now, I want to ask you this personal question. When it comes to what these people do, what is really out there? I mean, what is really out there? What did you notice from these women? Do we have more of the fashion designers? Do we have more of the hairdressers? Do we have more of the bakers? Now, when you answer that, which one do you really think, like, are there particular ones you really want to invest into, or anyone all put together that comes your way? You yourself and your the ones that collaborated with you, you're just partnering together as much as they come. I hope you got my question.
I got your question right. During the program,
okay,
we didn't segregate them in sessions.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we didn't.
How did you put them together?
We put them together as in, you have business who confirm your address and confirm that you're from within the age range.
It wasn't like this one is too much. We have enough of
No. We are not like picking maybe 20 from here, 20 or 30 from here. It was all inclusive. But I can tell you, majority of them were people that are selling groceries.
Oh.
People that are selling this and that.
Okay.
That have shops where they sell this and that.
Okay.
Now, you're talking about how I collaborate.
Yes.
My arms are very wide open to welcome anybody. My women, I don't say you must be doing this or doing that before you collaborate with me or before you contribute. My arms, I keep telling my arms are wide open to welcome ideas, welcome people from across. Anybody any group, anybody that wants, any sector that wants to collaborate with me. But when it comes to me now, my empowerment, I've empowered people, young girls in cosmetology.
Okay.
Train them, give them the skills on, okay, this is part of the SME training.
Okay, I can see. Yes. Okay, not for skilled. This is not for skilled people.
No,
the SME is for traders. Okay.
That's what I'm telling you, for business women.
Okay.
Or across, whether tailoring or whatever, people selling this and that.
Yeah.
That's what the SME training was about.
Come to see, even a tailor wants to buy a lot of stuff, materials in a shop and the likes of it.
Yes, so it's all inclusive. These are the training.
So irrespective, how grassroots was it? Did we have more of the literate persons? Did we have more of the illiterate? Or were the set of persons that were under this?
That's why we choose young people.
Okay.
15, it's from the age of 15 to 35. People we are sure that can at least read and write.
Okay.
That can fill their forms. It's not more of the old, aged ones that somebody else will need to So it was more of people that can read and write.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Age 15 to 35, we made sure. Even though some old people that passed that age came and we asked them to leave.
Okay.
If you have somebody else to replace you that is within the age that was in your shop, maybe your child, replace. We are welcoming them in because we are strict about the age.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Just on the affirmative now, are you saying that you're still open to more collaborations from other agencies, both private sectors and anybody?
Oh, sure. I get collaborations every day. I collaborate with people every day in so many things. Now, you ask how the people I'm empowering. Recently, the first set of cosmetology, first set of 30 candidates I enrolled in cosmetology, graduated. They started February last year. They graduated February this year. So in March, briefly before I traveled, I did their graduation ceremony, rolled in fresh. And when I graduated them, I gave them equipment for startups.
Just as we're having.
Yes, because I sat with them, had one-on-one with them because I wanted each of them to tell me what I can do for you to start up beautifully and get your work started. And each and every one of them told me the things they need me to buy for them to start. And I bought it for the 30 of them. On that day, they all took it. They were happy. We also enrolled some boys in furnitures. To train them in the furniture skills. These security doors and nice furniture making.
Do you have numbers?
We did about 50 of them. Then we enrolled new set of girls for cosmetology. About 50 of them too into cosmetology. Do you understand?
Yes, please.
So we did the inauguration. You can see some of the equipments we bought for the graduated ones. So I did that briefly before I traveled for the Easter holidays, and it was quite awesome. These are the guys, because each time I come here, Femi will always ask me, you do this for his girls, this SME
what about the
is
men?
for girls. What about the men? And now, and I promised Femi, I said, don't worry, I will figure out something for the boys. And now I've redeemed myself. So Femi can be happy. He will be happy.
There's no biasness anymore.
I wasn't even biased
anyway.
First place, and I told him their own was on the pipeline. Do you understand? I wasn't biased, but because it has not crystallized, Femi will ask, Mama, what about the boys? You do SME, is women. You do cosmetology, is women. So these are Femi's boys. So we bought them equipment, for them to do the furniture. They have to get the equipment. We share them. You can see in their hands, holding their saw and everything, measurement hammer. We bought them all of it for them to start learning furniture skills.
Yeah, this is quite different from the SME. How did you get this one? How did you get your candidate?
My candidates?
Yes, the ones you enrolled.
Are we not in this state?
Now, what was
the criteria?
Yeah, exactly, please.
The criteria is still the same age, 15 to 35.
Wow.
Yes, because I want to engage the youths. I don't want to engage adults. Because, remember at the beginning, when we had this conversation, I told you, my pet project is around my youth.
Yes.
It's around my youth. So in training, I love to train young minds. Do you understand? The people that, to refocus the youth that doesn't have focus, doesn't have anything working for them.
Yes.
Helping them to have a source of putting food on their table. You can agree with me, there are a lot of youth out there that doesn't have anything doing.
Yes.
So the essence of all this is to engage them, to give them the training that will help them put food on their table, to avoid distractions or causing commotions or causing trouble or delving into things that doesn't worth it. Anything, because idle mind is devil's workshop. Anything to keep them busy. Keep them busy.
Yes.
They learn it. Any skills they acquire today will help them and their family tomorrow to feed.
Fair enough, Femi.
All right, now let's leaving that now. Still on the duties you perform as the wife of the governor. Now, I want you to delve into the importance of skill acquisition, and I'm going to refer to one of the activities that your office does. From research here and information reaching me, I was told that you visited Modakeke Township.
Oh, okay.
And for the house of Koraya Vocational Training Grand Opening. And the theme of the program is the importance of skill acquisition in our society as a whole. Now, what's the importance of skill acquisition and how was the event for you? I want you to combine those two questions together.
Okay. I visited the house of Akoraya where youths are training youths. That's what House of Akoraya is all about. Vocational training, in fact, is a sight to behold in Modakeke. I went there, I saw, and I was wowed. I was wowed. For skill acquisition, I keep telling people, check, watch, monitor. The direction the world is going, key in. The world these days is going towards skills, entrepreneurship. Enough of everybody waiting for white collar job.
Yes, right.
Government do this. Government, you can train yourself. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Employ yourself and employ others. When you acquire a skill, you can't do it all in that your shop. When you open a shop or any business, you can't do it all. You still have to employ other people that will do it. You become, with that, you become a chairman CEO of your own, no matter how
little
small it is. You start, you get yourself engaged and get other people engaged. For me, that's what it is. Do you understand? Something to keep yourself busy, keep your life moving. And skill acquisition now is where is the direction the world is going. Say, for example, anybody that learns this skill of hairdressing, spa, nails, you can testify. Makeup people doing gele and the people chopping now.
Serious
because
one.
definitely every woman will want to look good.
Definitely.
We want to look good before going to any party. And they're making money.
Definitely.
Do you understand?
Just as fashion designers.
You find yourself, you get all these skills, you find yourself anywhere in abroad. You're a millionaire. Do you understand?
Sure.
Even abroad, the skilled people are the people making money. So when you learn one skill or the other, like even the cosmetology or the furniture, you know every house now wants a security door.
Yes.
There's nobody that has a good house that will not want good furnitures in it.
Exactly.
And furnitures are booming. So that's what, brought about me training guys in furnitures. And when I mean furnitures, it's not all these stick, cut and joy. Nice furnitures, security doors, and I believe when these my boys learn it, they will be grateful to God Almighty that this opportunity was given to them to learn. So skills, I wish I was able to learn skills, one or two skills when I was small. Honestly, is lovely.
Well, I think now you're having the opportunity to train as many
children as I can. That's why I'm doing that. I couldn't learn during my own time. I'm giving others opportunity to learn it for me. They're learning it for me because
I get you.
Even the cosmetology, I told them, when I train you freely, give you startup equipment freely, you will have to train others for me freely too. Because if I train you, you help in training all others. With that, we'll get people off the street, get everybody engaged.
Yeah.
You're talking about how they contribute to the economy. Everybody put together will be contributing to the economy. Do you understand? Creating jobs and ways and means of people feeding themselves. For Akoraya house, you need to visit that place. With what I saw, the guys are doing, they are training both the disabled, young people in tailoring, in bag making, soap making, skill,
So
vocational training in so many things. That I was pushed.
At Ife.
Modakeke,
okay.
with what I saw, oh, I loved it. That made me to dip hand into my pocket and say, I want to support what this you guys are doing.
Did you delve into the world of, in this empowerment scheme, did you delve into the world of the camera people, media? I mean, most of the time you have media heads, people just do this for you. But did you even think of delving into that aspect and the world of technology too?
Yes, when it comes to technology, that one is, like I told you, I have a lot. Okay. I don't talk about things
until you get
when they're in incubator until I'm done. Let it keep cooking until when it's done before I'll talk about it. When it comes to the training of people in technology, I have that. Cooking.
It is cooking. It is on the fire. Oh my goodness, that's been a beautiful one. Do you have any more questions for me?
Well, now, okay. We're still celebrating workers. As the wife of the governor, you know, you're working. Are there some challenges that you face in the office that you feel, and what do you think can be done to maybe the community? What's the role of the Osun State residents and citizens to do to also get to be a beneficiary of your work and, I mean, your office as the wife of the governor?
First of all, the challenges.
Yes.
Like if your people, they so poor, right?
Hey, really?
Challenges
Really,
plenty. But let me talk on one, which is finance. Do you understand? As Adeleke Humanitarian Foundation, my foundation needs money. We need finance. We need support. We need people to support the foundation in what we are doing. Do you understand? Finance is the main issue.
Number one.
Like when I'm empowering people, I don't empower them with my blood.
Of course not.
And when, like you saw the cosmetology candidates that graduated, is money I used to buy them all those. Even I pay the people training them. Do you understand? All the people training them, I pay. And when I'm supporting, like I supported Akoraya house, I didn't support them with just
paper.
With paper. I supported them with funds. Do you understand? Likewise, every other places, like what I'm doing. You saw what I'm doing with people that born triplets, orphanages. You know, as an NGO, I go around even paying school fees and hospital bills, which I don't talk much about, but it's numerous. I need that support from all and sundry. I need support from whether the government or individuals, and I need support for finance. Do you understand?
Okay.
Then when it comes to the whole society, there are well-meaning Nigerians. What I can say is that if you're well to do, you can train people. You don't need to wait till you become the wife of the governor or wife of a politician or a politician yourself before you help. Because by the time we help ourselves, the society will become better. We are crying, there's crime, there's this and that everywhere. But we are part of it. If you know you have the capacity to train one or two people or give them sense of belonging, give them means of livelihood, don't you?
Just we have on our screen the Akurai events there, and we have just slides of what happened at that event. All right, Amma, still on you. Now, you know, I've seen catalogs of events that your office has done, just as you mentioned, the SME, the Akurai things there, and a lot of acquisitions. Yes, the cosmetology and all that. Now, my question straight is, do you think all the schemes and empowerment are making impact in Osun State as a whole? And as it like added, like the impact, is it making positive impacts now? That's a direct question.
Yes.
Just in a minute.
If it's not making positive impact, I won't, after doing the first one, I do it over and over, or even like the SME, after the first batch, we are talking about the second batch. It is. But all I can say is that there's still room for improvement.
Definitely.
Because this government just started. This about a year plus. Do you understand? I can call it, I said a year plus, 2 years plus. We just started. By God's grace, we'll get there. Like from my own part, I will say, it's not yet much. But we are there. It's slowly but surely. Do you understand? I cannot tell you if is huge already, but if you're on the right track, is with time. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
For me, I'm taking it a day at a time. Do you understand? Thinking of what from my own office I can do to support my loving husband. All I do is for him. I'm working for him, helping to support him, helping to make him make his people happy, to make Osun people happy. That's all just I'm doing. I'm not doing it for legacy, or I'm building a legacy, I'm building an empire, I'm building. It's for God and for the humanity and support. Just to support whatever my husband. He has a huge job to do. Mine is just on the side supporting.
All right. While we are gradually coming to wrap up the show, well, on a lighter note, I'm going to say this, but the main question is this: that now to workers out there working and listening, what is your message to them? There are some workers out there who are so struggling, trying to, survive.
Yeah.
What is your message to them as you're rounding up, and also to those who are thriving? What is your, we have different categories of workers out there. Some are doing well for themselves. Some are still trying to find their food, how to navigate life and all that. What's your message to them? And on a lighter note, I hope there are schemes and programs for we media people as well.
This is another Femi hitting me with another word again, because the other Femi will say,
he asked for
the boys, and now after redeeming myself for the boys, the other asking for the media. We will get there. Amen. For my Osun workers and workers in general out there, I know the situation is, how do I put it? Is it bad or terrible?
It's daring.
It's daring. But what I can say is, hold on to God. What God cannot do does not exist. That's one thing I know. Hold on to God. Whatever level you find yourself, whatever thing you find yourself doing, do it well. Believe that even if your immediate office did not pay you, even if your immediate office did not benefit you now, remember that there's God who is the owner of the universe, will definitely one day pay you, reward you for the good work you're doing.
Thank you very, very much more. One day, my take home is one day God will definitely visit you and give you that dividend that you actually deserve, even if you are not getting it at the moment.
Yes, it has been a beautiful one speaking to our Excellency Ambassador, Ngozi Esther Benny Adeleke.
You can run the names. Ambassador Erelu,
I love the Abeni, especially the Abeni,
It's the Abeni that is catching my attention, because I was like, where's Abeni coming from?
The Abeni is my people here that looked at me and was like, they were like, we have a name for you. My women, it was my women in one of my birthdays. They're like, come, we'll have a name for you. We are going to name it. You don't have Yoruba name. We have one for you.
Beautiful one. I
said, okay. They said, we are naming you our Abeni.
Do you know what it means?
I was like, hold on now. Okay. I said, okay, before I will take your name to add to my names, and I deserve to know the meaning
of my name.
They laughed. They said, okay, we'll tell you. They said, it means we'll beg to marry this jewel. Okay. Who am I to say no? Okay. They said, we want you to be bearing it for us. I said, okay. Ambassador Erelu Ngozi Adeleke.
Definitely.
And the name has come to stay.
Definitely.
The people that married me said they want to give me their Beni. Who am I to say no? Who am I to say no?
I like the connection of the alliteration part. AA Abeni Adeleke.
Yeah.
It's
you know, it's blended. It blended very well.
All right, I think we have to
go. For me, and I'm happy, and all my women that gave me that name. I love you.
What about me that has been calling you Abeni?
You're my woman.
Shout out to His Excellency, the Governor of Osun State. Has been doing amazing, and I pray to God. I mean, don't get it twisted. Love is a beautiful thing. You know, every time I meet the wife of the governor, she cannot make one sentence without saying how much she loves her husband.
You know, that's why when our agenda does the needful, definitely your agenda has to.
And that's how much I love my Osun State too.
Yeah, definitely. And she talks about our people, our women, of Osun State, you know. Well done very much, Ma. It was a pleasure having you. Yes, we've been speaking to Her Excellency, the wife of the governor, and she has spoken about the significance of Workers' Day, everything surrounding it, the works she has been doing to empower our people out there. Yes, and the floor is still very much open. And just as she rightly said, our arms are wide open, our door is wide open, and you can always call onto her. It has been a beautiful one speaking to the wife of the governor. And right now,
yes, and this moment will quickly go on another break. We'll have our Today in History Spring Fact, and we'll have some report on fruit, and we're looking at mango this time, and we'll also check some fruit salad. I mean African salad.
Have you eaten African salad before?
No.
Oh no, you've not been to the south or east. Don't go nowhere.
No, I've been to the south. Don't you see I'm repping Niger?
That you're repping it doesn't mean. We'll be right back. It is Spring Delight on Western Spring Television 190 DTT on StarTime. Do well to stream us on all our social media platforms. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on X, we're on TikTok. All you got to do is type Western Spring Television and we're going to be in your faces with our amazing content. It has been a beautiful time speaking to the wife of the governor.
Yeah, it's
I mean, the appreciation of workers. Me hearing her say that, honestly, it was a flex for me. It shows that they really appreciate what workers do here in Osun State. You know, it was coming from a place of sincerity. I could sense it in her. So shout out to Her Excellency, yes, Ambassador Ngozi Erelu Abeni Adeleke. It was a pleasure having her talk about the Workers' Day celebration. And hey, she said that door is open. There is so much coming up from that end, and you just want to be a part of it. It has really been a beautiful time. Femi.
Of course, it has been a nice and beautiful conversation. Let me use that word beautiful as you always use it with the wife of the governor of Osun State. And indeed, workers, dignified one. I like adding that part of dignity because there is respect in dignity.
Fair enough.
Whatever you're doing, and as long as it puts food on your table, it's dignifying. And you know, I asked that question where I said her message to those who are still trying to find their food. And if in case you're there, you've heard it all. The time will come, things will get better. So keep grinding. And for those who you feel you're okay, you're comfortable, keep doing your best also, and try to lift up others so that they also can have a better life. And this has been a wonderful conversation, and this will be drawing it to wrap on the show today. I believe, okay.
Oh, no, almost done.
All right, that's what we're trying to wrap on the show. As we draw the curtain, as Ajibs always say, it's like this, not like this.
No.
I don't learn I'm last week, so it's like this. And I'm saying, bye. Do enjoy your weekend. Enjoy it with family. You know, see, family save now work. To be a father now work. To be a mother now work. In fact, to be a child.
It's work too, okay?
So do all the needful and work it out well this weekend. It's Olufemi Alagbe saying my bye for now.
My name is Ajibike and Jerry. You're just saying my goodbye. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.